Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Please welcome your host for this evening, BBC presenter Kasia Madeira.
Welcome, a very, very, very warm welcome to tonight. The Catering Circle's 5th Business Gala Awards and Dinner, and my goodness, it is so good to see you all. It's been a long time, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It's been way, way, way too long. Those 2 years were tough, and I am thrilled to see you in person. I am thrilled to be in the same room as you because I've missed you. I've missed a live audience. It's lovely to see you. You're all looking fabulous. I can see you all now. No Zoom calls, no silly computers. I can see you in person, and you've all scrubbed up very well. It's gorgeous to see you. But just for one moment, let's remember we have experienced a turbulent 2 years, a difficult 2 years. And it's important just to bear that in mind and to remember those who are sadly not with us. So I know you've all just sat down, but please join me in standing in memory for a minute of those who are not with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Please be seated. So, we are together. It's been a difficult time, but we are now finally together. And what a fantastic evening we have for you tonight. And I've got to say, I'm absolutely biased. My first job, I work at BBC News, and I've worked in various different departments, but my favorite department was the Asian network because we had the best food during our editorial meetings, the best curries, it was just glorious. I had to leave because I was putting on so much weight. So I cannot wait for tonight to celebrate the successes within the industry, the solutions that you guys have found, the sheer brilliance of what it is that you do, and ultimately at the heart of it, it is the food. So congratulations, everybody, and we're going to really rejoice in the success. Now, we have got tonight a fabulous award ceremony for a group of people who have been battling it out within an inch of their lives in the heat on Channel S. They have really slogged it out. And guess what? They had to wait 2 years to find out who the winners are. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is the night that they will find out who has won. It's not been easy, but we look forward to enjoying their successes. So our first esteemed guest, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the stage the brilliant, the amazing Vice Chairman of Channel S, the man behind the Catering Circle platform. Please join me in welcoming Abdul Haq.
Good evening. Assalamu alaikum to our distinguished guests, colleagues, and business owners. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you back in person. What a 2 year we had. Somehow we survived. I know it's been very difficult time for our businesses and families. Now with the Russia war in Ukraine, we are thrown into a global crisis. The cost of living has totally gone up. The price of chicken, even cooking oil, have gone up. We're going to discuss more about this with the expert, our panel later. VAT returning back to 20% from 5% in a matter of weeks, and see what government has to say about this. When I spoke to before in 2019, it was all about Brexit. Everyone? Remember Brexit? Yeah. Feels like a long time ago. But now we've gone through COVID-19. Our business has really suffered. Some of our brothers' businesses has already closed down. Tonight we look back at what took place in the last 2 years, and the plan is to find solutions. We also need to think about the future. So what our dishes of the future. We need to come up with something innovative. So I'm pleased to announce on season 7, Restaurant Star Show Awards, after we finding the talents of 10 winners, we'll create a new trendy dish. It's going to have a lot of gimmicks. We need to find a way that we can increase our revenue. And that's the way we can solve many of our problems. Tonight, let's stay together because we need to support each other. At the end, we got to help ourselves. And the only way we can do it, we got to get the business run professionally. And we got to get the dish right. I want to say thank you very much for everyone coming in. Thank you very much indeed.
Warm thanks. Thank you so much, Abdul Haq there. Remember Brexit. We haven't forgotten Brexit. It's just there's been an awful lot else going on, hasn't there? Listen, it's so wonderful to be here with you tonight. All of us together, all of us finally in the same room together. I'm really excited. I can't tell you because it's just been a long time coming. It doesn't mean that the Catering Circle has not been extremely, extremely busy while we've been stuck at home, unable to celebrate in a room all in one place. They've been busy. So let's have a little look at what they've been up to in this short video.
2015, 10 national roadshows identified the issues across the UK. In 2016, 12 live talk show found solutions to the catering crisis. In 2017, 12 live restaurant talent shows highlighted success stories and found 12 winners. Creative Dish Competition. The Restaurant Star Show 2018.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Restaurant Talent Show Season 4.
Show, Season 7, Restaurant Star Show 2022.
Wow, my goodness. It's so, yes, come on, yes, absolutely. How stressful is that? And we've got the winners of this season coming up, and they have worked so hard. That was so stressful, but my word, I'm really hungry. So let me speed through now, because I bet you are too. He couldn't be with us tonight. He sends his absolute condolences, but I'm thrilled to say that the chairman of Channel S has sent us a very personal message tonight. So we're going to listen to the kind words sent specially to you tonight by Ahmedus Sama Chowdhury, JP.
Last 2 years have been very difficult for all of us. Life had been abnormal during that period, but we managed to cope with the situation. Now, I think we have overcome the situation. Catering Circle and Channel S continued their programs to support the community and make the community aware of the various difficulties during the pandemic.
Big thank you to you for being here and for making it all possible and for supporting each other, because ultimately that's what it's all about. It's about supporting each other. And yes, it's been a difficult couple of years, hasn't it? But let's hope that we're over the worst. Let's really hope that. So without further ado, shall we get on to the bit of the evening where we find out about our incredible contestants, our participants, and the winners. So we're going to start with the menu pricing cost management category.
Episode 1. Menu pricing and cost management. Valuable insights on managing your food costs and menu planning.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to find out who the winner is? Please offer a huge round of applause to Taj Tandoori in Cambridge. And on behalf of Jalal Saeed, we have Rumel Maya coming up to take the award, and I'd like to also invite the VIPs who will be giving the award. Please welcome onto the stage Faisal Chowdhury, MSP, Hans Raj, MD for Gold Star Chefs, and also Sabir Karim, a mentor. Welcome. A huge congratulations. We've all seen how stressful this was. This is a massive achievement, not least given what the industry has been through. So ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good evening, guys. I'm on behalf of Taj and Jalal at Taj Tandoori, Cambridge. They apologise for not being able to come. They're very happy for the award, and they would like to thank their team. Their father, who sadly passed away last year, was a big inspiration for them guys. All their customers and their fellow businesses in and around Cambridge. We accept this award on their behalf. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you so much. Wow, our first award, ladies and gentlemen. A long time coming. We've waited for so long, but congratulations. A brilliant, inspirational award during a difficult time. On to our next category, ladies and gentlemen. Embracing new technologies.
2. Embracing new technologies. Understanding, evaluating, and taking advantage of technological innovations for the restaurant industry.
Right, so without further ado, we will find out for embracing new technologies. The winner is Shoreditch Fish and Chips in London. Whoa, come on guys. And also welcoming up on stage, Enam Ali MBE, Aminur Rahman and Amrit Kera to give the award. Congratulations to you, Jasmine Hussain, congratulations. A round of applause, guys. Come on. Big congratulations to Shoreditch Fish and Chips, based in London. Very trendy now, Shoreditch. Lots of competition there, so excellent award. Congratulations.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you for Channel S and the Catering Circle team for giving us this award. It's been a great insight and a great journey learning off each other. Hopefully, inshallah, post-COVID, we can all come out stronger and do better. Strive further in business, and inshallah, may Allah give barakah in all our businesses. Thank you, Jazakallah.
Shoreditch Fish and Chips, congratulations, congratulations. Right, ladies and gentlemen, on to our next category, healthy food options and new concepts.
Episode 3 Healthy Food Options and New Concepts. Embracing new concepts and menu innovation with healthy foods for the ever-changing competitive consumer.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the winner of this category, Healthy Food Options and New Concepts, is Mardi Lounge in East Sussex. Please, absolutely, please welcome onto the stage Abdul Munit Jakaria, and to offer the award, Salim Chowdhury, the president of BBCA, Fahima Chowdhury of GM, and also Dr. Zaki Rezwana Anwar. Please come onto the stage to offer up the award. A huge congratulations to Mardi Lounge in East Sussex and to Abdul Munit Jakaria. Congratulations. We have the award, I hope. And again, we saw just the level of stress in the competition, a huge achievement to get there. They were put through their paces. They had to sweat for this, they really did. So a big congratulations, take the photos, and a round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Thank you first of all to Channel S and Catering Circle for giving me the recognition that I deserve for all my thorough hard work in this industry. Just very lightly, I'd like to touch on and say something very personal, and that is something that our dads, our uncles in this very building that have worked so hard to get our industry to where it is today. It'd be a shame to let it shamble. So I urge the younger generation to step forward, join in unity to keep what our dads and uncles have done over the past decades. Thank you.
Brilliant words, wise words. The next generation, it's over to you. Us oldies have had it, we're done. It's up to you now. We're going to just interrupt this program for a quick sketch.
Chef, the customer has just complained on the tikka and the zakat. একটু আগে সমান ডিশ খাইছে, খুব প্রশংসা করছে, but if it are dry হয়ে গেছে, জ্বলি গেছে।
আপনি কোক আমি কিতা করতাম, একলা কাম করতাম, আমি ওইটা লইয়া ওই আমি খাবিও লাগাইতাম, ঠান্ডা চলতাম, দুইজন মানুষের কিচেন কিলা চালাইব আপনি।
এর লাগি তো আপনারে কই আমরা একটা কম্বিনেশন ওভেন আনিলাই।
আবার কমির বাত করছেন আপনি।
কম্বিনেশন ওভেন আনলে শেফ, আমরা মানুষও সেভ হইব, টাইমও সেভ হইব, কনসিস্টেন্সি হইব, একটু ইজি হইব, প্রেসার কমব। মানুষের শর্টেজ এর লাগি আমরা টেকনোলজি ব্যবহার করা লাগবে স্যার।
আমি বুঝতে সহ্য করি আর ফাটতাম না আর ভালো লাগে। আমার মান সম্মান দেখাই রানি।
জি না না না, আপনি আমি আপনারে বুঝাইতাম চাইরাম, আপনি সময় লগে প্লিজ আমরা মুভ অন হইব।
এই কাম হলো আপনি মানুষজন দেখিল
না রে ভাই, প্লিজ রে ভাই, গুছা কইরো না।
জি না জি না।
না না না, প্লিজ 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 গুছা কইরো। আপনি মানুষ দেখিল। আমরা 20 বছর ধরে কাম করলাম, কত গুছা করে রাখেন।
আপনি আমার মান সম্মান দেখাই রানি, 20 বছর করে না।
আপনি
আমারে খামি কইলা।
শেফ, শেফ
Some of those faces, absolutely fantastic. That's what it's all about. Right, without further ado, on to the next category. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled to announce the winner of the Food Safety and Health Safety Issues.
Episode 4: Food Safety and Health and Safety Issues. Maintaining health and safety, allergenic ingredients information, and being aware of trading legislation.
So are you ready for the winner? The winner in the Food Safety and Health Safety Issues category, Master Chef Luton Suruk Mia, to take the stage, please. Congratulations. And to offer the award, please welcome onto the stage Baljur Rashid MBE, Dr. Wali Tasauddin MBE, and Reza Mia, please. Thank you. Congratulations. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. We need to learn more things from each other. And if we work together each others, we share each other's ideas and we learn from each other, we can take to the next steps. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Sharing ideas. It's all about sharing ideas. Thank you so much, Suruk Mia, Master Chef Luton, and congratulations. Beautiful words, and it's lovely to share them with you in person. Right, ladies and gentlemen, a category close to my heart, and you'll know why. Attracting, engaging, and retaining females.
Episode 5: Attracting, engaging, and retaining female staff to the sector. Working on gender diversity, equality, and inclusion to support and strengthen the restaurant industry.
So some formidable talent there in the attracting, engaging, and retaining females category. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this category is the Star Restaurant in Surrey. Please welcome to the stage, on behalf of Natasha Willie, Nisha Kazi, and to hand over the award, please welcome Councillor Aisha as well, and Arlene After Moore, a mentor. Please welcome everybody onto the stage to offer up this award, and a big, big round of applause. The attracting, engaging, and retaining females category, ladies and gentlemen, in an industry that, well, quite a lot of men in there, so congratulations, a big, big congratulations to the Star Restaurant in Surrey. A huge achievement, stiff competition, not an easy time.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. My sister Natasha couldn't be here with us tonight. However, with absolute pride, I'm honoured to accept this award on her behalf. I've witnessed firsthand on how dedicated she is as a young brown woman to inspire and express her optimism on the young generation around her. She's a true definition of a role model, and she is just a standing example of learning from your mistakes and being better. On her behalf, I'd truly like to express that for any young brown women out there who have an interest in getting into the catering business, that this is your time more than ever to get into it. I'd like to thank Catering Circle for giving my uppy this wonderful opportunity, and I can't wait to celebrate this achievement with her. Thank you.
Nisha, we'd like to thank you and for speaking so beautifully on behalf of your sister Natasha. Congratulations to the Star Restaurant. Now, before we move on, I think it's time for another little sketch.
কত বড় বেয়াদব দাওয়াত দিয়ে আইনা বসাই রাখছেন না খানির অর্ডার দিরা না কথাবার্তা কইরা খালি মোবাইল গুতা আরে কি একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট কোনো ওয়েটার দেখি না মেনু দেখি না
ডান কিতা খবর বাড়ি বাচ্চা ধরে আনলা নাইনি
বাবি বাচ্চা তো স্কুল হলিডে তারা বার্মিংহামে গেছে হলিডে নানার বাড়ি
স্কুল হলিডে চলে
জিও স্কুল হলিডে চলে আপনার তো জানার কথা নয় কারণ কত কলে কইছি যে আপনি একটা বিয়া শাদী করুক তাও তো করুন না
খালি তো এখন বিয়া শাদী করকা কইনা হইনা দেখা কইনা হইনা দেখি ভয়লা এর বাদে না বিয়া
আরে ভাইবা ও দ্যাটস ভেরি গুড একটা কিলো হইলো আপনি কিরকম কোন সময় অর্ডার দিলেন আবার আসার আগে নি না সে কাউন্টারে অর্ডার দিলা এটা তো সারপ্রাইজ
না ও বড় ভাই ওনো আইয়া তোমার সামনে অর্ডার দিলা
তো কোন সময় অর্ডার দিলা দেখলাম না কোনো মেনু নাই ওয়েটার নাই
বড় ভাই তোমার সামনে অর্ডার দিছি ও দেখায়নি কিউআর কোড ফোন দিয়ে একটা স্ক্যান করছি স্ক্যান করিয়া সব মেনু আমার সামনে আইছে ফোনের স্ক্রিনও ওখান থেকে সিলেক্ট করিয়া অর্ডার দিছি পেমেন্ট করছি কাউন্টারও গেছে কাউন্টার থেকে কিচেনও গেছে কিচেন থেকে টেবুলও আইছে ম্যাজিক অফ ইপস
ওকে দেন অল ক্রেডিট গোস টু ইপস
Ladies and gentlemen, the next category, attracting the younger generation.
Episode 6, Attracting the Younger Generation. Finding out ways to retain restaurant staff and attract the young generation into the sector.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a crucial award for the future industry, attracting the younger generation, and the winner is Panchai Indian Street Kitchen in Portsmouth. Please welcome, big round of applause, welcome onto the stage, Sharia Udin to collect the award, and on being given by Phil Champagne, head of the BBC Asian Network. That rings a bell. And Abdul Bari, MD of Royal Regency, and Amy Chowdhury, please. If you could come on and offer up this brilliant award, attracting the younger generation, going to Panchai Indian Street Kitchen of Portsmouth. Please come join me on the stage. Once again, another crucial category when it comes to maintaining the industry, bringing up new talent, encouraging the young generation, A big round of applause. It's not easy. It's a tough industry. It's not easy. Congratulations. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much. I'm honored for the award. What I want to say is a lot of people have made comments about our industry being a dying industry. Myself, I left a corporate job to come into the industry. My father's been in the industry for about 40 years. It's actually a thriving industry if we do it properly. What we need to do is stay united. And I want to give a massive thank you to event organisers such as Catering Circle for uniting us and getting us to share our thoughts to make this industry a better place for all of us. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Woo! Big congratulations. Thank you so much, Sharia Udin. And a big congratulations. It's not easy. It's not easy. So well done. On to our next. We've got a theme going on here. Our next category is competing with online companies.
Episode 7. Competing with online companies.
So it's a tough one, especially what we've been going through over the past couple of years, everybody turning to online. So in the category competing with online companies, the winner is Rajasthan Royal of Bristol. Please welcome onto the stage Naseem Taludaka. And to hand over the award, please welcome Dawn Gribble, Saeed Nahaz Pasha and Mohammed Rahman, please. And a big congratulations. Hugely competitive industry. Not an easy one, especially given that everybody was at home. So a big congratulations. Rajasthan Royal from Bristol.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our guests. Food is a blessing. It's an universal language, it's an universal need. It inherits our identity as well as heritage. So we have to be very passionate about this industry. We have to safeguard this industry. And I'm going to slightly go into a more eco-packaging and environmental friendly process. Did you know that every plastic items and packaging we sell, it comes back as a microplastic into our food, into very food that we serve. Which is very vital and important that we find a better sustainable packaging for our industry. So it is my mission to find that packaging. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
We thank you, Naseem. Thank you so much. Packaging, crucial at the heart of this. Got to think about the environment as well. Congratulations, a tough category to win. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for another little delightful sketch.
Sanas, are we ready for the night?
Almost there, sir.
Fantastic. We do not wish the customers to be waiting outside. বন্ধু তুমি তো 3 মাসের লাগি হলিডে গেলা ওখান থেকে 1 মাসের ভিতরে আইলা কিতা খবর কেউ মাইরা হইরা দিছে না এটা
মাত্র কিতা তোমারে মারা তাইছি তুমি কিতা শুরু করছো ব্যবসা লইয়া আমি অত কষ্ট করিয়া করোনার সময় সারা থার্ড পার্টি অ্যাপ সকল আনি দিছি আমার গড় বেশিয়া পয়সা ইনভেস্ট করছি বিজনেসও তোমার কে কইছে তুমি থার্ড পার্টি অ্যাপ চিকুন বন্ধ করতা তুমি তো আমার ব্যবসার রেড বাতি জ্বালাইয়া দিলাইছো
লাল বাতি
আমার বাচ্চা নিয়ে তখন রাস্তার যাওয়া লাগবে আমার
ওরে বাবাই দাদাস
কিতা বইতা
ওখানে বউ শান্তি থাকো আমি তোমারে দেখাইরাম একটা
কিতা দেখাই দেয় তুমি
দেখাইরাম ওই দেখো
কিতা কিতা একদম আমি বুঝিয়ান না
এটা হইল গিয়া আমরা নিজস্ব অনলাইন অর্ডারিং এর সেলস রিপোর্ট লাস্ট উইকের মাত্র
থার্ড পার্টি বন্ধ করিলা যে অনলাইন অর্ডারিং কাম থেকে
আমরা সব থার্ড পার্টি বন্ধ কইরা আমরা নিজস্ব অনলাইন প্ল্যাটফর্ম কইরা ওই দেখো আমরা রেজাল্ট একটা সপ্তাহ একটু কোয়াইট হইছিল এর বাদে আমরা সেলসটা খালি বাড়তে আছে বন্ধু এর সাথে সাথে বন্ধু আমরা কোনো কমিশন দেওয়া লাগেন না
মাশাআল্লাহ বন্ধু তুমি তো আমার লাইভের রেড বাতি না গ্রিন লাইট জ্বালাই দিছো
Fantastic stuff. I tell you what, they're around. Those actors are around. Autographs available on demand. I'll let actors their agent. Very expensive. Right. Our next category, we've only got 3 left, so listen up. This is some of the big ones coming up as well. Our next category, ladies and gentlemen, in tonight's awards is PR marketing and branding.
Episode 8, PR, Marketing and Branding. Finding out how we can rebrand the catering sector and showcase some good examples of successful business.
So the winner of the PR marketing and branding category is India in Witten in Hounslow. A huge congratulations. Please welcome onto the stage Said Sarul Alam, and to offer up the award, Taz Chowdhury, David Fernando and Rahul Shamsuddin, please. Big round of applause. PR marketing and branding is half the battle, isn't it, guys? Get that right and you're halfway there. It's not easy. A big congratulations, India Witten in Hounslow.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for Catering Circle and Channel S for organizing such a beautiful event. A special thanks to Tofosu Wanku and my parents. We as the younger generation can only keep the legacy of the Indian restaurants going. And it's all about being bold and creating unique dishes that are different, making it look as good as it tastes as well. And also, as I was able to do it, alongside my masters in law, I'm sure anyone can do it. So it's just inspiration for the younger generations to thrive forward and keep the legacy of the Indian restaurant going. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you for being inspirational. It is not easy. He makes it sound easy. It is not easy. India Witten, congratulations. On to our penultimate category, immigration, staff crisis and recruitment.
Episode 9, Immigration, Staff Crisis and Recruitment. Finding out sustainable solutions to these issues.
So, ladies and gentlemen, a tough category, a really tough one, this one. Immigration, staff crisis and recruitment. The winner is the Viceroy of Windsor in Windsor. Please welcome onto the stage Nafuz Shalim, the brother of Tajwa, who can't be with us, and also SM Jakaria Haq, Lufta Rahman and Professor Dr. Rai Ali to offer the award, and a big congratulations from you all, please. We've been hearing how inspirational these guys have been, getting the younger generation to be involved, keeping people recruited, staff crisis. It sounds serious because it is. So a huge, huge congratulations to the Viceroy of Windsor in Windsor. And if we can have a few words from you, Nafuz, maybe you can share how your brother goes about doing it. It would be great to hear from you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Salam and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm privileged to accept this award on behalf of my brother. I know personally how hard he works to lead in critical thought and innovation for this generation, and I'm sure this award is a testament to that, and I'm sure he'll cherish this, and I'll be assured, Catering Circle, thank you very much. And be assured I'll pass this along to him. Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.
Congratulations, Viceroy of Windsor. Congratulations. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on to our last award. So I want a really, really big round of applause when we fear the winner in the category of financial planning.
Episode 10, Financial Planning. Exploring the best model to prepare a comprehensive, professional and convincing financial section for a restaurant business plan.
So it's all about the money, isn't it? In the financial planning category, the winner is, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mogul in Kent. Please welcome onto the stage Nurul Hussain Kadir, and to offer the awards, MD Abdul Haq, John Biggs and Zalo Chowdhury. And a big congratulations and a big round of applause. This is the big one, the money. It's all about planning. As with all of these things, if the money's not there, it all falls apart. So huge congratulations. We've seen how tough these categories were. We've seen how tough these guys have had to compete. A big congratulations. Channel S has made them really work. They really have. So a big warm round of applause. And we invite Nurul to share with us some of his wisdom. How does he do it? How do you keep the accountants happy? I'd love to know. It's all about the planning. Nurul, if we could have a big round of applause and a few words from you. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all. It's amazing to be here in this wonderful event where we share ideas and hear some amazing success stories. It is a great feeling to be acknowledged and be awarded at the same time. I would like to thank my team at the Mogul in Sidcup and say I am very proud of them. Thank you very much, Catering Circle. Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Mogul in Kent, Nurul Hussain, the winner of our final award. A huge, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause to all of our fabulous contestants, participants, and the winners. It was tough. We saw how tough it was. It wasn't easy. They sweated. Channel S made them work, but congratulations to all of them. Just a quick correction. I thought I didn't recognize the name as my former boss of the BBC Asian Network. Phil Champion was, of course, head of Faith and Belief Forum, not of the BBC Asian Network. That was Ahmed Hussain, who was my boss. Right, now, congratulations to all of our award winners. We are on to the next stage of this wonderful evening. The Catering Circle, behind all of this, why we're all here together, are very pleased to launch Volume 2 of their Life Members book, where you can read about success stories, get inspiration from the members that have made such a huge difference to the curry industry. So, please join me in welcoming onto the stage the Life members, and let's have a little look. So this is the Catering Circle launching the second volume of their Life Members book. This is where we get the opportunity to read about the success stories that these members have made, the difference they've made to the curry industry, the hard work behind all of this. A brilliant organisation and absolutely inspirational.
চ্যানেল এস সময়ের পরিক্রমায় 18 বছরে পদার্পণ। বিলেতের প্রথম ফ্রি বাংলা চ্যানেল প্রতিষ্ঠার বাস্তবতায় কমিউনিটির ব্যাপক অংশগ্রহণ এবং সমর্থনকে পুঁজি করে চ্যানেল এস আজ বিলেত এবং প্রবাসীদের প্রধান মুখপত্র। কমিউনিটির ভাবনা, সমস্যা, সফলতার গল্পগুলি তুলে ধরতে সাজানো চ্যানেল এসের নানা অনুষ্ঠানমালা। ধর্ম, সংস্কৃতি, মানবিকতা, চলতি ঘটনা বা কারেন্ট অ্যাফেয়ার্সের সমন্বয়ে সাজানো চ্যানেল এসের অনুষ্ঠান। এই অনুষ্ঠানগুলির মাধ্যমেই উঠে এসেছে সমস্যা জর্জরিত কমিউনিটির বিস্ময়কর উত্তরণ, বিদেশ বিভূঁইয়ে আমাদের ইতিহাস সংস্কৃতি লালন ও ধারণ করার আকাঙ্ক্ষা, প্রতিনিয়ত ঘটে যাওয়া ঘটনার পরিক্রমা, এমনকি এক সাধারণ বয়োজ্যেষ্ঠ ব্যক্তিত্ব থেকে মহানুভবতার ইতিহাস সৃষ্টি করে কিংবদন্তি হয়ে ওঠার বর্ণনা। করোনা ভাইরাস আর যুদ্ধ বিগ্রহে বিশ্ব মানবতার জন্য কঠিন গত 2 বছরে আমাদের সম্প্রচার করা অনুষ্ঠানগুলি সঠিক তথ্য এবং পরামর্শ প্রদানের মাধ্যমে প্রমাণ করেছে জনবান্ধব মিডিয়া এখনও মানুষের জীবনকে ইতিবাচকভাবে প্রভাবিত করতে ভূমিকা রাখতে পারে। দবির চাচার মানবতার মহারথী হয়ে ওঠার গৌরবে আলোকিত সারা বিশ্ব। তার অনবদ্য অর্জনকে পাথেয় করে নতুন প্রজন্মের আকির রহমান প্রথম ব্রিটিশ বাংলাদেশি এবং মুসলিম হিসাবে পৃথিবীর সর্বোচ্চ পাহাড় মাউন্ট এভারেস্ট জয় করতে যাত্রা শুরু করবেন পবিত্র রমাদানে। সিলেটের জগন্নাথপুরে জন্ম নেয়া ওল্ডহামের এই বাসিন্দা রোজা রেখে জীবনের ঝুঁকি নিয়ে এই কঠিন চ্যালেঞ্জ নিতে যাচ্ছেন চ্যানেল এসের আরএফসির ফান্ডরাইজিংয়ের মাধ্যমে যুদ্ধপীড়িত রিফিউজি, বঞ্চিত নিপীড়িত মা শিশুদের সুন্দর ভবিষ্যৎ নির্মাণের স্বপ্ন নিয়ে। মিডিয়ার অভিজ্ঞতার বিচারে 18 বছর খুব কম সময় নয়। এই সময়ে দর্শকদের চাহিদা পূরণে আমাদের যেমন ছিল উচ্ছ্বাস, সফলতা অর্জন, এমনকি বিস্ময়, আমরা এও জানি অনেক ক্ষেত্রে আমাদের আছে সীমাবদ্ধতা। 2022 হোক আমাদের সীমাবদ্ধতা ছাড়িয়ে যাওয়ার অঙ্গীকার।
A big round of applause, please. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a couple of panel debates for you, and I'd like to welcome on stage my first guests. This is going to be a couple of short questions to Tahid Adnan and Francesco de Sancha, please. I'd like to both see you on stage for a little brief chat. So this is the first of our panel debates, and this is a short one, so I'm putting you under lots of pressure, nice and concise, like we like it in news. Francesco, let's start with you. In terms of why you're involved, why you're finding it so, I know you found it really important to be involved. Just explain to me, what is it, on behalf of Purple Eye Technologies, why you wanted to be involved in this wonderfully prestigious event?
I wanted to explain our involvement. First of all, it comes out of us caring enormously for the catering industry and what we could do to help them over the period of lockdown. And the restaurant owners were caught between wanting to invest more money in their system so that they can cope with the increased orders coming online, but they didn't have the income to justify the expenditure. So at Purple Eye, what we did is we created an express, slimmed down version of our operating system, and that allowed them to increase the amount of business they could take on. And this resulted in £3.8 million worth of orders being processed over the 2 years of lockdown. Our system that we used, the express system, also maintained the branding. You didn't have to adopt the branding of ours, you maintained their own branding. So that's what we could do. Looking to the future, we have other options, but the last 2 years we think we made a big difference, and that's why we're here.
That's an inspirational answer. I hope that we will take something from that. So, Janid, you're the business development manager at Meridian Grand. We're in this beautiful, beautiful hall.
Thank you.
What's your thinking about why you wanted to be involved in tonight's event?
So the Bengali community here in the UK is such an important market for us at the Meridian Grand. As you may know, we hold wedding and events accommodating more than 800 guests with parking and prayer facilities. And the Catering Circle is the perfect platform for us to showcase what we have and also to show what we do actually and to communicate with our future clients.
And when it comes to Francesco, tell us about the future. What can we expect in terms of developments? Give us an eyes view of it.
Well, the future is very exciting for us. Today we are launching our iTech Boss, where you, as a restaurant owner, can become the owner of the company that serves you. You can employ staff, manage your finances, but Purple Eye will be there all the time behind you and guiding you. So that's one thing. In addition to that, we're launching the idea of having franchise areas, so people can be awarded an area, and we will guarantee that none of our other customers are on the same area, so we don't have competition between each of our clients. Of course, we're still sponsoring. We've been sponsoring the Catering Circle all through the lockdown. We haven't skimped on money. Another big adventure for us is wedding software, complete package from invitations to menus, what have you. So there's an awful lot going on.
And for you, if we could thank you, and if we could look into the future, what would you say?
At Meridian Grand, we're always working very hard to maintain the high standard that we introduced to the Bengali wedding. Well, not just the Bengali wedding, the whole Asian wedding industry. We're always looking for ways to make it better and bigger. And one way we're excelling at that is with our catering service. You'll try that later on tonight actually. And very recently we have introduced different menus and different options to our dedicated Bengali package that we have.
Wonderful, thank you so much. And we can't wait to get tasting as well a little bit later. I'm going to ask you to leave your microphones. And thank you so much, both of you gentlemen. My next guest will be Lutfur Rahman from Work Permit Cloud. Thank you. And Hans Raj from Gold Star Chefs to give us a little bit of their insight. Priceless stuff, this. So let's quiz them. Thank you so much, gentlemen. So let's start with you, sir. When it comes to the importance of tonight's event, I know it's great to be here, but just tell us what it is that you are getting out of it, what you're bringing to the table.
Thank you very much. The Catering Circle, as you know, they have got lots of concern. All the episodes they're running, one of the episodes is immigration, and where I come into play, because I do the immigration advice and things, so I do the work permits. So lots of clients here, lots of people, the catering industry, they are my clients. So I believe that this is the sector where I can tap into, and also I can share my experience, which I've been gaining over the last 20 years, especially the work permit and hospitality sector. So I can share my idea with them, and also they can lobby to the higher authority as well to change the law, and which is actually, lots of people are here, they've done it, and I'm sharing my experience with them as well.
So it's priceless, 20 years worth of experience. Thank you. The same question to you, sir.
Hi. Yes, so I'm in the same environment, in the ecosystem as Lutfur. Ladies and gentlemen, this is really important, and please spare a minute to listen to this, if I may ask. So overall, I sum everything up in what I call the 3 Ps. Perception, portrayal, positioning. Put it in any order you want. This industry, and I feel the fight back has to begin. Of course, we've gone through turmoils. One of the biggest turmoils was, the post-Brexit immigration system, which, is so confusing. In fact, what the government purposely or dysfunctionally has done is blurred the lines. There is so much confusion and misunderstanding. Now, apart from that, this industry it's a legacy industry. People work so hard, but there is a default mechanism in the Home Office, in government, in terms of how they apply immigration rules and policies to this industry. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, one of my missions and aims is to, when I say positioning, portrayal, and perception, is to raise these things. What we do in our recruitment services, and obviously in our, we have a certain unique sponsor licensing platform, is to elevate the industry, is to try to get the government away from this almost historic as kind of like a default perception that they have. Okay, so this is so important. So when we recruit, we represent you, we represent you to the highest standards. We represent the people that you want to hire to you to the highest standards. We represent you to the government to the highest standards. Okay, and this is so vital, so important for us to understand. We're having to work harder. You've worked extremely hard to establish your businesses. Now you're having to work equally hard to sustain your image, and as I say, the perception that society has of this beautiful industry.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening, all. It's good to be here after 2 years. Thank you all for coming. It is a successful event. Abdul Haq Bhai and his team made it. As usual, he's got a team behind him. They made a success of this program. We are all here. We want to thank everyone from Catering Circle, Channel S team, and most of all, the winners. After 2 years, they've got their recognition and their award. So congratulations to all the winners. The Catering Circle Channel S team, above all, you all for being here. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taz Chowdhury, once in television, always in television. You know how to make a good program. He said it, I couldn't. Brilliant stuff. Thank you so much. Right, we are now welcoming onto the stage a discussion hosted by a colleague, Keith Best. Please do welcome him onto the stage for him and his guests for a conversation, a discussion called Beyond the Pandemic. Please, a big round of applause for Keith Best and his guests.
Well, dear friends, assalamu alaikum. It's great to be back, isn't it? Isn't it wonderful to be back? Can you remember the last time you were here? When was it? How many years? 1, 2, 3? Threes have it. I remember it very well. It was a great, great time. But, gosh, what 3 years we've had. Really, really troubling times. People have said it before, but I'm going to say it again. We were still 3 years ago just about reeling from Brexit. We're still reeling from Brexit. That's had a considerable impact on extra paperwork and things like that. But nobody could foresee the terrible pandemic that came and sadly put many of our colleagues out of business. And they're not here now because they had to go out of business. That is a terrible tragedy for an industry that has struggled so hard and so well during the time that I've been involved in it for many decades now. And you deserve better. But now, perhaps it is particularly appropriate that we offer ourselves, each other, the sign of peace in Assalamu alaikum because of what is happening in Ukraine. And the downside of that, which has already been referred to, not just the energy costs that you're going to have to bear, but the shortage of wheat, pulses, flour, potatoes, chickens, already been mentioned. This is going to put a real test on the industry. And frankly, the ones who are going to survive are the ones who actually are able to adapt. And I want to pay my own tribute to the Catering Circle for all the work they've done on the road to recovery, as it's called, which is to actually help you to survive through these terrible trials and tribulations. Well, before we go to our panel, we've got a short video to come up. First of all, it's going to be a short news clip from 5 News featuring Rumel Kamal of SK Foods and Tofasol Mia, the executive member of the Catering Circle and owner of that very well known and very successful Bay Leaf restaurant. And then that will be followed by a Channel S report by Mohammed Jabaya. So over to that.
Ordering a chicken curry in the UK feels far removed from the war, but the feed given to chickens served here predominantly comes from Ukraine. With that trade now gone, the cost of creating dishes like these is going up fast. Tofazor Mia runs this restaurant, but also works for an industry group that represents thousands of businesses like his. He's feeling the pressure of the price rises and is calling for the VAT discount on food brought in for COVID to continue.
I personally and strongly feel that that should remain for another year at least for the small businesses, high street eatery places to get back up and running.
And do you think if that doesn't happen, it's going to make the difference between some restaurants surviving and some failing?
Absolutely. There will be a lot of casualty if we don't get action from the government.
This is the wholesalers, a step back up the supply chain. Their sunflower oil is made from a crop grown in Ukraine. It now costs £10 a can more than before the war.
So this is our chiller where we stock all our fresh chicken products.
They're also trying to cope with the rapid rise in the cost of fresh chicken, one of their biggest sellers.
We've seen a huge impact. Usually we get like a sort of 5p or 10p increase and decrease in prices and changes per kilo. In the past 2 weeks, we've seen a £1.50 per kilo increase.
Is it we just have to get our change of mindset that we need to pay more?
100%. The mindset needs to be changed. Gone are the days of cheap curries, and now, unfortunately, the true cost will have to be passed on to the consumer. We have to change our mindset. We have to increase that. And we're talking 30-40% increase.
And a reminder today that it's not just eating out that's costing more.
Putin's invasion is making the weekly shop more expensive. Oil is rising, and of course we need that to get food inside the country. Natural gas is up, and that leads to higher prices for fertilizers. British families now face the largest fall in incomes for over 50 years.
Eating out or eating in, there's little doubt life in 2022 is going to be expensive. Toby Sadler, 5 News.
শতবর্ষের ঐতিহ্যবাহী ব্রিটিশ কারি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি। 1940 সাল থেকেই ব্রিটেনস মোস্ট লাভ ফুড। দৃষ্টিনন্দন উপস্থাপনা, ব্যতিক্রমী স্বাদের কারণে আলাদা এক মর্যাদা ব্রিটিশ সোসাইটিতে। ইমিগ্রেশন ইস্যু, ব্রেক্সিট সংকট, তারপর কোভিডের মহাসংকট, সবকিছু মিলিয়ে এই বাংলাদেশি কারি ইন্ডাস্ট্রি যেন কুলিয়ে উঠতে পারছে না। সবাই বিকল্প ব্যবস্থা নিচ্ছেন। আর এ কারণেই কারি ইন্ডাস্ট্রির যে কোনো আয়োজনে মন্ত্রী, মিনিস্টার, এমপি, প্রভাবশালীরা সংকট এবং সম্ভাবনা নিয়ে নানা কথা বলেন।
Throughout the testing times of the past 2 years, you've always responded with resolve and creativity. We're not just building back better, we're building back Balti.
We love curry.
Government has been clear that when it comes to the brightest and the best from outside of the country, we will support them.
5th Annual Business Conference
সামগ্রিকভাবে কারি ইন্ডাস্ট্রির জন্য নিবেদিত ক্যাটারিং সার্কেল
and Restaurant Talent Show Award.
চ্যানেলসের এই মিডিয়া প্ল্যাটফর্ম আয়োজিত পঞ্চম বিজনেস কনফারেন্সে মূলত গুরুত্ব পাবে কোভিড পরবর্তী রিকভারি নিয়ে, জানালেন এর ফাউন্ডার।
Trend-setting ideas because the customer has changed over the years. For example, we don't have a pub culture anymore, so we don't have Vindaloo is no good for us. There is a family, there is a need for healthy dish, there need for gimmicks, fire and other stuff in the food. So we're going to concentrate on those type of food, cocktails, mocktails. We're going to showcase what we've done over the past few years, especially talent show. 10 awards we're going to give to the talented restaurateur.
UK স্মল বিজনেস মিনিস্টার পল স্কালি এমপি অনুষ্ঠানে না থাকতে পারলেও শুভেচ্ছা জানালেন সবাইকে।
Well, I'm really sorry that can't be with Catering Circle. Restaurants up and down the country have done an amazing job of keeping our nation fed, but also community-led events as well, and community supporting their communities, which is fantastic.
জানালেন এই কঠিন সময়ে তার সরকারের ভূমিকার কথা।
Over the last couple of years, we provided £408 billion worth of support for businesses in terms of grants, in terms of loans, in terms of business rates relief, VAT relief, and obviously the moratorium to stop getting evicted by landlords.
এই বিপদের সময়ে সরকারের ভূমিকার প্রশংসা করলেন এই রেস্টুরেটার্স।
কোভিডের সময় আমরা ব্যবসা বাণিজ্যে কিছু সরকারের সাহায্য পেয়েছি, আমরা অনেক সহযোগিতা পেয়েছি। VAT যেন 5% করে দেন, 5% হলে আমাদের ব্যবসার জন্য খুবই ভালো হবে।
বিজনেস মিনিস্টারের কাছে প্রশ্ন ছিল হসপিটালিটি সেক্টরের জন্য VAT কমিয়ে রাখার কর্মসূচি আরো কিছুদিন অব্যাহত রাখা যায় কিনা।
The businesses sort of like need to be able to work out their recovery plan standing on their own 2 feet. But yes, I have indeed spoken to the Chancellor about VAT because curry restaurant owners and other hospitality owners have told me about the cliff edges, whether it's VAT, whether it's business rates, whether it's the other things that are coming down the line that are going to add to their costs.
এই রেস্টুরেন্ট মালিক জানালেন রাশিয়া ইউক্রেন যুদ্ধ আরেকটি নতুন সমস্যা। এই কঠিন সময়ে টিকে থাকাই সাফল্য বললেন তিনি।
খুব কঠিন হচ্ছে এখনকার সময়, সার্ভাইভ করাটা খুব ডিফিকাল্ট হচ্ছে, আমাদের প্রাইস ইনক্রিজ করতে হচ্ছে, অলমোস্ট সব আইটেমের বাইং কস্টটা বেড়ে গেছে। আমি মনে করি এই কঠিন সময়ে সার্ভাইভিংটাই সাকসেস ব্যবসার জন্য।
এই বাস্তবতায় নতুন সহযোগিতা প্রজেক্ট দরকার বলে মনে করেন এই চার্টার্ড অ্যাকাউন্টেন্ট। পেশাগত কারণে বহু রেস্টুরেন্টের বাস্তবতা কাছ থেকে দেখছেন তিনি।
শুধু সব গভর্নমেন্ট সাপোর্টের উপরে রিলাই না করে রেস্টুরেন্ট ওনারদের ইনিশিয়েটিভ নিতে হবে, যে মেনু প্রাইস কিভাবে বাড়ানো যায়, কস্ট কিভাবে রিডিউস করা যায়, অনলাইন সার্ভিস যদি চালু করতে পারেন। একই সাথে গভর্নমেন্ট ইট আউট অ্যান্ড হেল্প আউটের যে স্কিম, এটা যদি এই রিকভারি স্টেজে গভর্নমেন্ট অফার করতো তাইলে রেস্টুরেন্ট এবং টেকওয়ে সেক্টরে এটা অনেক বেশি হেল্প হতো।
ইট আউট, হেল্প আউট বা কাস্টমার আকর্ষণ অথবা লোনের ব্যাপারে কি ভাবছে সরকার?
We want to make sure that we can encourage people back into their workplaces, so they're actually in the towns, in the cities, and around using the restaurants. There's the pay as you grow in that, so people can actually have a payment holiday for a certain length of time. They can reduce the payments or extend the loan terms.
Mohammed Jubair, Channel News, London.
We've seen what the problems are. You know what they are. I've been talking to many of you over the reception, and you've all been telling me the particular difficulties you've been facing. So I'm now going to ask our panel, each one of them, to try to provide some solutions, some issues that they think can help you, the caterers that we love so much and provide such an enormous service and contribution to the British way of life. Now, they're all we're very privileged to have all of them extremely long-standing friends of the catering business here. They need no introduction from me, but I'm going to give you just a very brief one. Stephen Timms, now approaching almost 30 years in Parliament, has had some of the most prestigious positions in government as Minister for Competitiveness, Minister for Employment, and of course, Chief Secretary to the Treasury. Julio Erdal, on my right, more than 20 years exposure to the food business, now is a judge, she coaches, she teaches cookery, she knows a great deal about this industry. Faisal Chowdhury, MBE, member of the Scottish Parliament, founder of the Edinburgh Mela, from Hobbygunge. I've been to Hobbygunge many times. An entrepreneur, chairman of the Guild of Bangladesh Caterers of Scotland, and Oliver Ranson, who, frankly, I think is about the best living expert on pricing. The amount of work he's done with airlines in particular is phenomenal, and he's going to have the answers as to how you can survive in difficult times. So let me start, Stephen, may I start with you? Just let us have some of your ideas as to how this hard-pressed industry can be helped in the near and longer-term future.
Well, thank you, Keith, and thanks for inviting me. Very pleased to be here. I recognise the strength of the case that's being made tonight around VAT and the expected increase that's coming forward. I don't see any sign at the moment of government taking any notice of that campaign, but I think it is a strong campaign and good arguments are being made. I think what we need now from the government is a real switch of focus onto how we can increase the size of the British economy. Ministers have been distracted by all kinds of other things for years now. We need a laser-like focus on growth, promoting growth in the economy, encouraging startups, new businesses like the ones that are represented here tonight, which is where we get the new jobs from and where we need those new businesses to be setting up and thriving. And one specific thing I want to underline, we need radical reform of the business rating system. So much of shopping has shifted online over the last few years, especially in the couple of years of the pandemic, but the taxation system is left years behind. The big online companies hardly pay any tax at all, but high street businesses are paying huge business rates. We've got to shift the taxation from the high streets, from the local restaurants and other businesses, onto the online retailers, level up so there's a fair competition in the future and not the unfairness against high street businesses that we're seeing at the moment.
Yeah, quite right. I mean, maybe that persuade our two daughters not to have quite so many takeaways, but instead to go to some of these excellent restaurants and enjoy food there. Let's have a bit of hush, please. Julia, what can you do or what can you suggest to help people here adapt to very rapidly changing economic and social circumstances so that this great industry has a good future?
Actually, what I'd like to see is a little bit of a shake-up in the education sector, to be honest. I think in the way that learners are taught, I think the way that apprenticeship programs are run, I think that there needs to be more support for employers in order for them to be able to take on young people. There needs to be a sort of radical change in the image of hospitality as well, in the sense that it is a worthwhile and valuable sector for young people to go into. I noticed some of the award winners did talk a lot about young people coming into the sector more so, and I think there needs to be that sort of understanding and, you know, better pay, better investment in the restaurant sector in itself to be able to welcome these young people in so that they're more willing to start these businesses, more support for those entrepreneurs within the catering and hospitality sector so that they are able to open these restaurants and sustain them and help them to run and stay open. So many restaurants fail in their first year. You know, they shut. And big restaurants, big names too, have closed as a result of COVID and other economic crises. So I think that we need to see a lot more support for young people and for the entrepreneurs and for these established restaurants as well, to see them remain open. A lot more support from the government, from the local communities, to go in and actually buy from the restaurants as well.
So, Faisal, you're a successful restaurateur. You're also a politician. What are your answers?
Thank you very much, Keith. And I was hoping you're going to put me before Stephen, because coming after a big politician who's been involved in politics for 30 years, I mean, there's quite a few things I wanted to cover, but Stephen has already spoken about, like VAT. Of course, that's coming back to normal, and my background as a restaurateur, I can see the problem majority of the restaurants is going to face. So I think what's need to be done is that we all need to get together. We need to, every restaurateur, caterer need to get together, write to their local MPs and MSPs and councillors and say, look guys, this is the problem we have. Every email goes to a parliamentarian, and Stephen will, and you know that yourself, that it doesn't go away. It's debated and talked about. I think I'm going to encourage everyone in this room to write to your local MPs, MSPs with the issues you have. The VAT is one, rates is another one. So I think being in opposition, we can blame everything on opposition and say, look, government is not doing that right, but I won't do that. What I'm going to do is, as an opposition, I'm going to keep the pressure on the government to help and support the restaurant industry, catering industry. And as Stephen said, I totally agree with him that it's the online businesses who is gaining, and taxation system is different for them, because it should be different, because they're paying more or less same as a normal takeaway or a restaurant doing from the restaurant, whereas the online companies are making a lot of money. So all I'm going to say to all the caterers is keep pressure on your local MPs and MSPs, and we are here to listen to you, and we want to be your voice. So that's all I can say, Keith.
Thanks, Faisal. So a level playing field. Well done. I think we all agree with that. Excellent. And take Faisal's advice. He's a politician. Keep writing to him, writing letters to him, sending him his emails. But everybody else, both in Westminster and in Holyrood and in the Welsh Senedd as well, keep the pressure up. Now, Napoleon said that an army marches on its stomach. Oliver makes sure that an airline marches on its airline meals. So, Oliver, what have you got to offer about innovation, adaptation, the sort of things that people here can actually do to help them survive through these difficult times?
Show me the money. It sounds aggressive, but this is the mindset that you need if you want to make your restaurant a success. Inflation is here. It used to be 1% or 2%. It's going to be 5%, 6% or more. You have to increase your prices. So the question that you have to ask now is not, how can I increase my prices, or by how much can I increase my prices, but instead you need to ask, how can I offer value to the people who visit my restaurant, the people who eat the food I prepare, and the people who enjoy my hospitality. Because if you can offer value, price doesn't matter anymore. People will be glad to pay it. So let me give an example of what I mean by value. It's something a little bit different, and I'm going to give a shout out here to two of my favorite Indian restaurants in the northeast of England, where I come from. The first one is called The Valley in Corbridge. And this restaurant is really special because it's based, believe it or not, at a railway station in a little village outside Newcastle. So how do people get there? They take the train. And they don't just take any train. Ladies and gentlemen, they take the curry train. A man from the restaurant comes, he takes your order on the train, your food is ready and your drinks are there the moment you arrive. A second shout out I'd like to give is to the Valley Junction in Jetmond in Newcastle. Now, my favourite curries are chicken balti, beef madras, lamb rogan josh. Of course they are. Everyone's heard of those curries. They're all nice. But when I went to the Valley Junction in Jesmond for a takeaway with my family just last week, I had a chicken shat kora, something I've never had before, which is basically a lemony chicken curry. It's up to you guys as restaurants to come up with new ideas, like the curry train, like the chicken shat kora, things that people haven't seen or heard before. They're going to make them say, you know what, this was great. I really enjoyed my meal tonight. I remembered it. And that's what they'll remember. They won't care about the price. They'll remember the value that they received. So I'm going to say it again. Show me the money. It's about value, not price. And that's what you, ladies and gentlemen, need to do. And I'm looking forward to eating your exciting food when you've done it.
That is a great note on which to end. I really want to thank so much Right Honourable Stephen Timms, Faisal Chowdhury, Julia and Oliver for very valuable contribution. Please listen to their words, take them away, mull over them, and I hope we'll see you all this time next year with many of you having succeeded through these difficult times and actually being very hopeful for the future. So thank you very much indeed. Dhonnobad.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big, big thank you to Keith Best and his brilliant panel. I think Show Me the Money is going to stay with us, and don't forget to write to your MPs. You heard it here first. They're welcoming you to do that. Thank you so much, guys. A brilliantly informative panel. Thank you. And my goodness, hearing all those names of curries, I'm getting so hungry. But just bear with us because we've got one very final important speech. Please welcome onto the stage the founder of Channel S, Mahi Ferdosh Jalil.
Assalamu alaikum. প্রথমেই আপনাদের ধন্যবাদ গ্রেট কেটারিং সার্কেল অর্গানাইজ করার লাগি মিস্টার হ্যাক অ্যান্ড তার টিম সবরে ধন্যবাদ কেটারিং সার্কেল প্রায় 7 বছর হয়ে যান করা হয়েছিল যে ইউনাইটেড ভয়েসের লাগে কেটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি একটা ইউনাইটেড ভয়েস থাকতো আপনার এবং দ্যাটস ওয়াই দিস ইজ নট কমার্শিয়াল টোটালি আপনারা নন কমার্শিয়াল স্পন্সর হলে স্পন্সর করেন নট বিকজ বছরে একবার আপনারা লাগে অ্যাওয়ার্ড করলাম আর নিজে যদি এমবি ওবি পাইতাম পারি আর দেখাইলাম সমাজ সেবা করি নট বিকজ অফ দ্যাট ইট ইজ পিওরলি করা হয়েছে যে আপনারা কেউরে আমিও রাগ করার লাগে এই কথা কইছি না বিকজ আমি মনে করি 70 ইয়ার্সে ক্যাটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রিত যা করার আসিল বাপ দাদারা করছিল কিন্তু জেনারেশন অনুযায়ী এটা করা হয়েছে না কারণ আমরার মাঝে ইউনিটি না থাকার কারণে আজকে আমরা হ্যান্ড টু মাউথ ওই রেস্টুরেন্ট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি বন্ধ করিয়া যাই রামকে আমি অলসো মনে করি যে কেটারিং সার্কেল থেকে আমরা রাখতাম চাই আমরা বাপ দাদার লেগেছি যে বাপ দাদারা আইয়া যেভাবে কষ্ট করিয়া আমরা লাগি একটা সমাজ গঠন করছিলাম আর সেই সমাজ থেকে আমরা অনেকেই পয়সা বানাইছি পয়সাওয়ালা হয়েছি এবং আমরা অনেকে হয়তো ভুলে গেছি আমরা 99% বাপ দাদারা এই রেস্টুরেন্টও আসলা সো দেয়ারফর যারা আজকে আমরা সেই মুরব্বী নাই তারা লাগে আপনারা দোয়া করবা অনেকে কোভিডের সময় তারা অনেক গেছেন কি আর এমনি বয়সের লাগে এই পৃথিবী ছাড়িয়ে গেছেন কি কিন্তু এই বাপ দাদা না থাকলে হয়তো আমরা যে এইরকম রোমেনিয়ানরা আইয়া কষ্ট করে এর চেয়ে বেশি আরও কষ্ট আমরা করতাম হইল না বা যা পুলিশরা আইয়া যেরকম কষ্ট করছে আরও বেশি কষ্ট করা লাগলো না দিস ইজ আমরা প্রাইড কেটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি আমরার ইতিহাস আমরার হেরিটেজ মোর ইম্পর্টেন্টলি আমরার আইডেন্টিটি আমরা বাংলাদেশের একটা আইডেন্টিটি হইল যে আমরা মই মুরব্বীরা রেস্টুরেন্টের বাদ বেস্তা আমরা যে সোসাইটিতে বসবাস করি সেই সোসাইটিতে সবসময় ইনস্টিটিউশনাল রেসিজম থাকবো। আমরা যদি ইউনাইটেডলি কাজ না করি তাইলে কিন্তু আমরা আড়ে যাইব। আজকে দেখো তেলের দাম কত হয়েছে, আর আজকে রেস্টুরেন্টের চিকেনের দাম কত হয়েছে, একদিনে 10 পাউন্ড বাড়ি গেছে। বাট ওয়াই? আমরা শরীরও যে এরকম ব্লাড হয়েছে এনার্জি সোর্স, ঠিক তেমনি করি ডিজেল আর পেট্রোল আর গ্যাস হয়েছে ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য সামাজিকতা রক্ষার এনার্জি সোর্স। এটা পৃথিবীর কৃষকে যখন তোমার ফলাইন তখনও তার ডিজেল লাগে, বাজারও আনতে হইলেও তার ডিজেল লাগে, ইংল্যান্ড ফ্লাই করিয়ে আনতে হইলেও ডিজেল লাগে। ডিপ্লোমেসি ইজ নট ওয়ার্কিং, ইউআর ওয়ার্ক করতো না, কারণ ওয়েস্টার্ন ওয়ার্ল্ডে মানুষে এখন মিসামাতার দৌড়া ফাইলেছে লাগি তারা আর কেউ বিশ্বাস করে না পৃথিবীতে। তো আপনারা দেখবা যে আমরা নিজের প্রাইম মিনিস্টারই আস্থা দিন মিসামাতইন, তো আর আপনারা কি তা করবা? ইউ টেল মি। এবং মিসামাতার কারণে এখন পৃথিবী তারা আমরার কোনো জায়গা নাই। আগামী দিনেও আমরা অনেক চেঞ্জেস ওগুলাইব, কিন্তু আমরা যদি ইউনাইটেডলি কাজ না করতাম পারি তো এই ইন্ডাস্ট্রি থাকতো না। তো আমার সবার কাছে আকুল আবেদন হইল, আপনারা সব দল সব কিছু বলিয়া নিজের ব্যক্তি স্বার্থর লাগে এই সমাজ এই কেটারিং ইন্ডাস্ট্রি নষ্ট করবা না। এই ব্যক্তি স্বার্থর লাগে আর 2-4 জনের বেনিফিটের লাগে আমরা ময়মুরব্বীর উপহার দিচ্ছেন, যেটা আমরা এটা যাতে আমরা নষ্ট করে দেয়, এটাই আপনার কাছে আমার চাওয়া আর পাওয়া। আপনারা সব বালা থাকুকা আর এইসব অনুষ্ঠান করুকা, করলে ওই বকিতা যে ইয়াংস্টাররা আইব, আইডিয়া শেয়ার করতে পারবো, মিঙ্গলিং করতে পারবো, একজন আরেকজনের লাগে আমরা দেখতাম পারবো, এবং অনেকদিন পরে আপনারা সবরে দেখিয়ে ভালো লাগছে। দোয়া করবো। আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to all our esteemed guests. Mahi Ferdouz Jalil, the founder of Channel S there, finishing tonight's formal part of the evening. Relive the awards and enjoy this glorious evening. I've been Kasha Madeira. It's been an absolute privilege to be with you tonight. Thank you so much to the Catering Circle team who have worked so phenomenally hard to make tonight happen. It's been a privilege to be with you. And now, the only way I can finish is by saying, let's go eat. Thank you so much.